Good morning to everybody. First of all, thank you very much to KCIL as they called me for delivering this lecture. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you very much to KCIL and the staff of KCIL as they called me and given the opportunity to give this presentation in front of you. So guys, today we are going to talk about avenues and emerging opportunities for innovators, startups in biotechnology. So first of all, we'll see what exactly the biotechnology is. I know everybody is familiar with this term, but from last couple of years, there are many rumors going on that the students who are completing their graduation or post-graduation in biotechnology, it's very difficult for them to find out the jobs. I came across with many colleges, many parents, they also talk to me, sir, is biotechnology nice course or not? So my opinion is totally different. It's totally against the rumors. Biotechnology, basically, this is a nice course. Why it is a nice course? Because it is an integration of natural sciences and engineering sciences in order to achieve the applications of organisms, cells, parts thereof, and molecular analogs of products and services. It means that just we have to get the help. We have to use the organism, cells, or any living material for producing different kinds of products. And this can be possible with the help of this biotechnology. So biotechnology, basically, it is an integration of natural sciences and engineering sciences. How that we will see step by step. So from this definition, you should make your mind that biotechnology, it's not a science, it's not a pure academics. Basically, this is a technology oriented course. While studying this course, you have to look for the application of each and every term, each and every technique which you are studying in this course. Because see, when your education will be from application point of view, then and then you will become an expert and you will get very good price, very good value in the job market. See, after gaining your degree, if you are entering in the market and if you don't have any kind of expertise or you don't know the applications of your course, then the industry will not entertain you. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is there any problem?
No.
Okay. So simply, biotechnology can be utilized for the production of products from raw material with the aid of living organisms. Means here we have to take the help from the living organisms. As I told you that biotechnology is really the best subject. Why it is best subject? That I'll tell you in brief. See, there are many terms which have been coined nowadays. See, gold biotechnology. Under this term, the biological data can be analyzed. You know that how data is powerful. And if you are having good amount of data, biological data, then that can be utilized for developing different algorithms, for developing different strategies. And this kind of study is coming under this gold biotechnology. The another name of this gold biotechnology is bioinformatics. Then blue biotechnology. You'll be surprised to know that sea resources are plenty nowadays. And now the world is looking very carefully and world is very much cautious now towards the sea resources. So these sea resources can be exploited, can be utilized for the fulfillment of the demands of the society, demands of the huge population. And this kind of study can be performed under this blue biotechnology. Now the green biotechnology comes. Everybody is familiar with the agricultural processes. See, we guys are involved in the traditional agricultural practices, but from last 2-3 decades, a lot of advancement, a lot of modernization has been achieved in the agriculture sector. And whatever advancement has been found in the agricultural processes, that is considered or that is studied under the green biotechnology. In the same manner, a lot of advancement, a lot of modernization has been achieved in medical and pharmaceutical sciences. So these processes, which are like improved a lot, this kind of study is getting completed under the red biotechnology. While in industrial sectors, the processes which are getting updated continuously, which are getting improved every day, this kind of study is completed under white biotechnology. While the yellow biotechnology, it takes care of food production. We have understood the importance of food. Food is very, very essential, and we have to increase the food production rigorously, because if we wish to fulfill the hunger or requirement of the food of huge population, then we need a lot of advancements, or we need to modernize the food production technologies, and this can be completed under yellow biotechnology. Gray biotechnology, this is dedicated to environmental applications. We know that our environment has been polluted at different fronts by n number of reasons, and these pollutants can be controlled with the help of this gray biotechnology. As so many things are getting occurred, or so many things can be covered by this biotechnology, there is a law, ethical and philosophical concern, and that can be studied under violet biotechnology. Now the dark biotechnology. We have taken the bitter experience of Corona, COVID-19. That is the product of this dark biotechnology, means biological vapors. See, almost all the essential topics are covered, or all the essential topics can be covered by this biotechnology. It means the student who is completing his biotechnology, he can get opportunity almost in every sector. The thing is, you should be expert enough. You should have the enough knowledge to utilize your education in biotechnology from application point of view. Then and then you will get opportunity in any of these sectors. My dear friends, let me make it clear to you. If you are very well familiar with the techniques of this biotechnology, then you can enter in any of the fields, in any of the biotechnology course in from these 9. So now you can also think about it. Everywhere nowadays, the preference is given to the entrepreneurship. So if you are having some ideas, and if you are like trying to commercialize it, then certainly you can go and commercialize, because government is also giving a lot of support to the new entrepreneurs, to the startups. So this is how I have explained the potential of biotechnology, and I think you will also get agree with me how biotechnology is having importance at different horizons. Now, due to such a vast application-oriented vision or application-oriented field, human being is looking at biotechnology for the solutions of the problems and needs in the coming years. You might be knowing that our scientists have developed the vaccines against COVID-19. So how extensively they worked and how they have developed the vaccine. So from this experience, the human being is very much curious, and their human being is looking at biotechnology for giving the solution of any problem. Then unprecedented changes in the technological and industrial life will be brought in the 21st century by this biotechnology, as everybody is looking at biotechnology. Then biotechnology will have certainly more importance than the information technology revolution. That we will see step by step. As I told you that it is covering almost all the aspects, all the requirements. That's why it is going to have more importance than the information technology. And you might be knowing that, or everybody is aware with the fact that the whole world is fed up with the Chinese policies, fed up with the crooked tactics of China. And many of the countries, many of developed countries have shifted their plans to different places because of the China's attitude or Chinese policies. And at this moment, the whole world is looking at India eagerly that we Indians should do something. We should take the place of China in providing many products to the world. So, guys, this is the time you should study thoroughly. Hello, am I audible to you, sir?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
So, this is the time that the youngster should think seriously and they should be able to find out some technologies, maybe in terms of services or maybe in terms of manufacturing products. You will get excellent opportunities at international level. So, an Indian government is also taking care of this, that many products or many industries should be developed in our country. See, I'll just give you the brief idea where biotechnology can be commercialized. See, biotechnology can be commercialized in food and beverages, food, beverages and supplements, then secondary metabolites and natural products, pharmaceuticals and diagnostics, agriculture and bioenergy, biomining, including oil recovery and processing, then bioremediation, biopolymers, biomaterials, bionanotechnology, biosurfactants and bioemulsifiers, biosensors, monitoring systems, quantitative microbial risk assessment, then analytical methods, strategies in public health, strategies to influence global processes. So these are the fields where biotechnology can be commercialized. Just think about it, how bright future or how many opportunities you can get after the completion of your education in biotechnology. Guys, I'm giving more emphasis on biotechnology because today's topic is about biotechnology only. But biotechnology alone is not going to be sufficient for making you an entrepreneur. You should have the interdisciplinary knowledge too, because biotechnology can be coupled up with other subjects, and then you will be having excellent technologies in your hands, and you will be able to produce the monopoly products in the market. So typical bio startup ideas. So nowadays, everywhere, the bio startup concept is at the boom. So many bio startups, they are like established, they are in progress, particularly agri-clinic, then biodegradable plastic production. Is anybody having any question?
Chubil ko to gayo. Babu ka mail Chubil.
I request Hansraj ji kindly mute yourself.
Yeah, sorry sir, sorry.
Shall I go ahead?
Please go ahead. Yes.
Then biodiesel production, biofertilizer and biopesticide production, food processing, medical device manufacturing, services in medical and pharmaceutical sector, seed developing, artificial intelligence, gene editing, bioprinting, biomanufacturing, and many more. My dear friends, in last 2-3 years, these are the specialized concepts, or these are the ideas which have came up as startups, and they are really performing well in the Indian market. Few of them have entered in the international market too. So here, artificial intelligence is the latest field in which sector 2 or 3 groups, they are doing excellent jobs. So now we'll see them one by one. How you can also think any of the topic or any of this idea and go ahead for the entrepreneurship, bio-entrepreneurship. So agri-clinic. This agri-clinic is a need of an hour. You might be knowing that our economy is largely dependent on the agricultural production. So here, though our economy is highly dependent on agriculture, technologically, we are not sound enough in agriculture. So that's why the people like you should take interest, and they should give their importance or use their brain in the development of agriculture sector, because you might be knowing that From agriculture only, we are going to have food, which is required for the survival. And that's why this is the time that we should put our more efforts in the development of agriculture sector. And that is why there are ample of opportunities in agriculture sector. Now, suppose if you are going to start agri clinic, there you can give ideas or you can give guidance to the Indian farmers regarding soil health. Because in our country, farmers they are using extensive amount of fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, and chemical pesticides. And you might be aware with this fact that due to the extensive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, the soil health has been deteriorated because chemical fertilizers and pesticides they have reduced the microbial count of many soils. See, we are having our own soil and water testing laboratory, which is recognized by the Central Agriculture Ministry. And here we are analyzing thousands of samples. And we came to know that not a single sample is having an ideal pH in our Chalgaon district. And more or less, the same scenario, same picture can be observed from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari. So why I'm telling you this information? Because soil health is very, very important. If one wish to produce more and more agriculture produce, he has to take care of soil health. And you guys can come forward and guide the farmers in terms of this soil health. So if you are starting agri clinic, this cannot be the only option where you can utilize your energy and where you can spend your time. Again, you can guide them in terms of cropping practices because farmers, they are not educated. You might be knowing that even villages, the guys who are taking education, they are not giving their inputs in the farmers. They are again going to the cities for performing the jobs. And that's why as the educated person is not ready to spend his time, energy in the field, he's going away from the villages. So that's why the non-educated personnel are remaining to control the agricultural practices. And that is the main reason why agriculture sector has remained behind. So here, people like us, we can look at this as an opportunity and start the agri clinic. So in cropping practices also, you can guide them what kind of seeds the farmer has to sow, how they can grow it, what kind of fertilizers they have to use, how they can control the insect pests or different diseases which are coming on the crops. So that kind of guidance you can give. Then processing of agriculture produce. See here, our present government is giving a lot of importance on the processing of agriculture produce. You might be knowing that a lot of agriculture produce has been exported to the other countries. Those guys, they are buying the raw material from us at cheaper prices and they are preparing the finished good and selling that finished good in the Indian market at higher prices. So same kind of product, suppose if we produce in our country, then I'm sure definitely we can save our money as well as we can also enter in the export sector. So for these purposes, our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Bhai Modi, he has taken a lot of initiatives and he is creating a nice environment for making this sector or for making our country self-sufficient and for bringing the revolutionary development in the agriculture sector. So Honorable Prime Minister has spent crores of rupees in producing the soil health cards of each and every soil in India. So like that, they have brought many schemes for the agricultural produce processing also. So there is one scheme I have displayed over here, Agri Clinics and Agri Business Centers, AC and ABC scheme. If you wish to start Agri Clinic, the Agriculture Department is giving you financial assistance too. And they are providing some sort of training also so that if you are having any problems, you can contact them and they'll give the expertise availability too. Do you have any questions, guys, regarding this? Your questions are always welcome. Manvinji,
Anyone having any questions?
if somebody wish to start agri clinic, Guys, this is the time. If you wish to be an entrepreneur, you should have hundreds of questions or thousands of questions in your mind. Because if you'll ask me the questions, then only we people will get satisfied. Then we can certainly get confidence that you are really thinking from an entrepreneurial point of view. So the next thing is biofertilizer and biopesticide production. For the production of biofertilizers and biopesticides, the government is supporting on large scale. In last week only, the government has declared that they are going to make compulsion of selling of biofertilizers and biopesticides from Krishi Kendra around of 20%. Okay, means as many problematic things have came up because of the utilization of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, government has started taking keeping control on the utilization of these chemical fertilizers and pesticides, and they are like decided how we can reduce the consumption of these chemicals. So that's why the government has I think government is going to publish a GR that 20% biological stuff utilization is going to be must, and most probably in a week's time that GR is going to get published. So this is how the government is going to increase the consumption of biofertilizers and biopesticides. And guys, till today, very few industries are there which are producing the biofertilizers and biopesticides. So here also you will have ample of opportunities. If you are ready to go with the production of these products, then this is also going to be a good achievement for you. You guys are familiar with the biofertilizers and biopesticides, so I'll not explain the scientific things about these two terms. Biopesticide means the molecules which are used for the control of different diseases or insect pests, and biofertilizer means the organisms, microbial cultures which are making available the essential nutrients to the plants. So you might be familiar with Azotobacter, PSB, KMB. And in case of biopesticides, you might have studied the Metarhizium, Trichoderma, Beauveria. So I'm glad to tell you that government is going to make compulsion of each and every biological fertilizers and pesticides in coming years. So there will be no utilization of chemical stuff. That is what the agricultural experts are saying nowadays. Also, see, as you are studying, hello.
Yes, sir. If you don't mind, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, no problem, sir.
Raj Kherna from Agrikranti Solution Private Limited.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the previous slide, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Sir, actually, the major reason what we have already been working in the soil health soil health sector, and we are basically addressing the excessive use of chemical fertilizer right now. Okay, considering the present scenario. And the other thing is there will be a scope for the biofertilizer and biopesticide. But in today's scenario, how you see the utilization of biofertilizer and biopesticide without compromising the yield factor of a crop? Because most of the GM crop are recommended with the chemical fertilizer usage. So it again gives a challenge. If we go shift to the biofertilizer, biopesticide, then it again gives a challenge with the high yield, which is obviously the need of a today's growing population. So this is where I'm looking for an answer. I'll be happy if you can share an insight over this.
Yeah, exactly. My dear friends, see, it is like this. As I told you that the soil texture or the fertility of soil has been affected because the physicochemical properties of soil have been changed drastically. You might be aware with this fact that the pH of many, like most of the soil is above 8, right? Means the hardness of soil has been increased a lot. Even though suppose if it is going to rain for a day or two, the root system is getting damaged because of the microbial diseases. Ready? You might have came across with this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And as I told you that the physico-chemical properties of soil have been changed drastically, the chemical fertilizers which we are adding in the soil nowadays, in the present scenario, see, just 30 to 40% fertilizer has been taken up by the plants, and rest of the fertilizers is like going in vain, because that is going down with water. And why it happened? Because the microbial count of that soil has been changed, has been reduced. And suppose if we will add biofertilizer in the soil, then 101% the chemical fertilizers which we are adding, their consumption percentage is going to get increased. Say, for example, if we are adding 100 kg of urea without biofertilizer, then the plant will take just 30 to 40 kg of urea. All right. But suppose if we will take biofertilizer along with this urea, then instead of 100 kg, you need to add 50 kg only, because when we are adding 50 kg urea with biofertilizer, then the consumption is around 40 to 45%, means 40 to 45 kg will be, sorry, 80 to 90%. So 40 to 45 kg urea will be consumed by the plants. So that is how we can reduce the investment cost of the farmers. Also, we can increase the upliftment of the nutrients with the help of these biofertilizers. And 101%, the yield is not going to get affected. See, at the beginning itself, or in the first year only, you did not have to stop the use of chemical fertilizers. You have to maintain the soil fertility. You have to improve the soil fertility in stepwise manner. Are you getting, my dear friend, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it.
I hope I have clarified your doubt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If any more technical, then I'll definitely connect over email.
Certainly, sir. Certainly. You are most welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Is any question?
No, sir. So far, it's fine with me.
Is there anybody who is having any question? Okay. So here, the biofertilizers and biopesticides we have seen, there are many organisms which are producing the secondary metabolites. And these secondary metabolites, they are having the growth promoting activities, or some of them are having the like biocontrol potential. So if you guys are studying and if you are having any strain, if you get any strain while performing your project activity, then you can come forward and commercialize the things. It is very easy, guys. So that's why I told you in the beginning itself, if you are studying, then you should study in such a manner that you have to find application of each and every aspect what you are studying during your education. That is the main requirement. And here we guys are lacking behind. So here, while doing your project activity also, if you will select your project topic from application point of view, 101% you are going to have some achievement from your project also. And your teachers will also be happy. Our university will also get some credentials out of it. Then there is another field, seed production. Just now, Mr. Khairnar has mentioned about the transgenic seeds, right? So transgenic seeds, when we are growing them in our field, then we need a lot of fertilizers. So for the production of these transgenic seeds, we have to take the help of biotechnology. You guys might have studied the agrobacterium mediated transformations, then the bioelastic gun mediated transformations, and there are many other techniques which can be utilized for the production of transgenic plants. Also, in case of tissue culture, you might be familiar with the micropropagation, then anthraculture, hybridization. So these are the tissue culture techniques with the help of which we can produce the superior varieties or superior breeds, by using which the yield of the agriculture produce can get increased. So this aspect can also be covered by the biotechnology. And nowadays, most of the farmers, they are giving preferences to the tissue culture plants. In our district only, you might have come across with banana tissue culture plants. There the farmers are getting good yield out of it. Nowadays, even the orange plants are also getting produced by tissue culture technology. So if somebody wish to enter in the tissue culture sector, there also the government is helping you. Then secondary metabolite and natural products. See, this is a vast field, and here n number of opportunities can be grabbed. Suppose if somebody is interested in the production of secondary metabolites, you find out the application and go ahead with the production of the secondary metabolites. See, secondary metabolites, these are used in pharmaceutical industries, cosmetics, nutrition, and these metabolites can be used as drugs, dyes, fragrances, flavor, dietary supplements. You might have came across with the mint oil or eucalyptus oil. So these are nothing but the essential oils, which can be termed as secondary metabolites, and they are having a lot of potential in the market. So nowadays, government is promoting the farming of medicinal plants. Last year only I came across with one company, that is Trupti Herbal and Biotechnology. So that guy, he has planted almost 7,000 to 8,000 acres of land. He has planted the medicinal plants on 7,000 to 8,000 acres throughout Maharashtra. And that company has got the first medicinal plants mandi in Aurangabad too from Ayush Mantralaya. Guys, we were not having the medicinal plants market in our state. So the farmers who were producing medicinal plants, they have to sell their material. They had to sell their material in Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan or Delhi. But recently, I think just 6 months back, the Ayush Mantralaya has granted them the first medicinal plants market in Aurangabad MIDC. So this is how there is also a lot of potential under this heading. So here I have just displayed the picture from which you will get idea that different types of secondary metabolites like flavonoids, flavones, then polyphenols, isoflavonoids or alkaloids. These are the metabolites which are having commercial importance. And if you are having some interesting secondary metabolite with you, then I'm sure you can not only achieve the success in national market, but you can enter in international market too. Because in developed countries, the people, they are demanding herbal or plant-derived secondary metabolites. So this is also the best topic or best area where one can focus and go ahead. Then biodegradable plastic production. See, just a couple of years back, government has put the ban on plastic material. So that time there was a boom of biodegradable plastic. Unfortunately, in our country, we don't have any kind of technology for the production of biodegradable plastic. But we had studied in the year 2019, and we came across with one company which is there in Italy. Those guys, they are producing the biodegradable plastic from starch. Guys, they are like manufacturing the starch from maize and potato, and that starch they are utilizing for the production of biodegradable plastic. And afterwards, many molecules came up in the market like polyhydroxyalkonates, polylactic acids, starch blends, as I told you just now, then cellulose-based plastic, lignin-based polymer composites, polyglycolic acid, polybutylene succinate, then polycaprolactone. So these are the biodegradable polymers, plastic material. And by using these polymers, we can, like people are producing disposable tableware, bio-waste bags, carrier bags, rigid packaging, flexible packaging. Guys, this material can be 100% biodegradable. Okay, so if you guys are trying to enter in this field, you can certainly enter. You can contact the industries which are working in this sector in developed countries. You can have collaboration with them and bring the material over here and start selling in the Indian market. One of our friends is working from our MIDC. Most probably in coming 3-4 months, he is going to give the biodegradable plastic disposable tableware in the market. Then waste management. This is the hot cake. Here, so much waste is getting generated, and that waste management is a headache for everybody around the world. So here, a lot of scope the biotechnologies are having. See, simply the waste material can be treated and it can be managed. So how the treatment can be given? By fermentation using bioreactors or bioprocessing, biobleaching, biopulping, bioleaching, bioremediation. See guys, these are the techniques which you can use. And being biotechnologist, you will have ample of scope in this field because in every gram panchayat, every corporation, even the state government is looking uh, for the best option for waste management. And if you'll work on this topic and if you'll get something which is going to be the monopoly of yours, I'm sure you will conquer the world. Means you will just rule the world in terms of waste management. And this is really the hot cake. If you are having something in your mind which is going to be clicked, even you can approach the government. Government will also provide you money. Government will give you the nice platform. Whatever facilities you want, they will provide. This is what we came to know because we had discussion like last year with our municipal corporation commissioner. So he said that you please work on this because in our Jalgaon, this is the like great headache for our municipal corporation. So everywhere the situation is same. So if you wish to work in this sector, being a biotechnologist, this is really going to be the good opportunity for you. OECD, that is the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, they are also ready to contribute in waste management. See here, just a couple of methods I have given and what kind of value-added products we can obtain from the waste management that has been summarized over here, like biofuel, bioplastic, organic acids and chemicals. Biodiesel manufacturing. This is also one of the best option where the innovators or the startups can be initiated. Biodiesel, biogas, and green diesel. So green diesel, it might be new for you guys. This is just the material which can be produced by using biomass to liquid or hydrotreating plant oils. While biodiesel, this is the trans-esterification of fresh or waste vegetable oils. This is the only difference. But green diesel is better than the biodiesel. So green diesel can also get produced easily. So here also somebody can think about it and initiate the startup. These are the biopolymers. See, you guys are familiar with these biopolymers, animal proteins. The biopolymers like wool, silk, gelatin, and collagen. While in terms of carbohydrates, many polysaccharides are there which can be utilized as biopolymers, cellulose, starch, then many carbohydrate polymers which can be produced by bacteria or fungi. See, here I have like presented a couple of biopolymers. You can see the chitosan. Then the anionic polysaccharides like alginate, then polyphenols, lignin, polypeptide, gelatin. So here, this gelatin can be used as the source of source for the production of protein hydrolysate, because protein hydrolysate, it can be used, it is widely used as fertilizer in agriculture sector because protein is very rich in nitrogen, and that's why the gelatin is the best source for the production of protein hydrolysate, which is a key component in the biofertilizer producing industry. Then biosurfactant and bioemulsifiers. See, emulsifiers are widely used in the food and drug industry. You might be knowing that emulsifiers are the chemicals. When we say bioemulsifiers, then these are the biochemicals which can be used for making the formulations of oil and water. Means these are the chemicals which are making these two insoluble chemicals, like they are converting this insolubility of these chemicals to solubility. So bioemulsifiers, they are having higher molecular weight as compared to the biosurfactants. These two groups of products are very, very important, and they are also widely used around the world. Nowadays, people, they are trying to avoid the chemical surfactants and emulsifiers. So in many food industries and drug industries, people are looking for the biosurfactants and bioemulsifiers, and these can be produced from microorganisms. So while completing your post graduation, you can take such kind of topics and try to get the technology, and with the help of that technology, you can go for the small scale industry. These bioemulsifiers and biosurfactants, they can be utilized from different point of views. So here I have given the use of biosurfactant, the pesticide molecules which are remaining in the soil. If we'll spray the surfactants in soil, then these pesticide molecules can get converted into the non-toxic molecules. I mean, the toxicity of pesticides can be reduced or can be killed with the help of these surfactants. Then food processing. This is also one of the good sectors where the people can think about the startups. These are the different methods of food processing like canning, fermentation, freezing, modified atmosphere packaging, then pasteurization, smoking, additives. So these are the representative examples. Then medical devices manufacturing. See, basically, biotechnology can be utilized in excellent manner in this particular sector. See, there are different sectors, there are different departments in medical sciences and pharmaceutical science where the biotechnologists can go and provide the services. So they can enter for the remote patient monitoring, they can develop the devices and for the glucose monitoring, then heart rate monitoring, hand hygiene monitoring, depression and mood monitoring, Parkinson disease monitoring. So they can develop different devices for different diseases. So this is how, and the services can be provided in mental health care, then dental care, laboratory and diagnostic care, substance abuse treatment, then preventive care. So like this, many of the sectors, many of the aspects can be covered up by the biotechnologist over here. So if you wish to enter in the service providing industry as a startup, then medical or pharmaceutical field can also be the best option for you. Now we will talk about the artificial intelligence. See, artificial intelligence is the hotcake here. I have just given the representative example of artificial intelligence in agricultural biotechnology. Here, the scientists are trying to develop the robots for completing the agricultural tasks, okay, which are getting completed by the human being. Means with the help of artificial intelligence, we can develop the machines or computers which can complete the assignments of human being. So human being can remain free, or the heavy stuff, the complicated assignments can get completed with the help of these machines. And these machines can be produced with the help of artificial intelligence. Then computer vision and deep learning algorithms, they can be like developed, and they can be like utilized for the development of drones. With the help of drones, we can monitor the crops and soil health. Like we have to just insert some of the sensors in the drone, and those sensors will get the idea regarding the stages of crop, regarding the disease potential of the crop. So like that, we can get idea about different plant pathogens and different insects which are coming on the crop. So that's how we can monitor the crops with the help of drones. Also, we can monitor the soil health with the help of these drones. You might have came across with this fact that the drones are utilized for spraying the pesticides. Then machine learning algorithms, they can help in tracking and predicting various environmental changes like weather changes which have impact on the crop yield. So here in our country, we are facing a lot of problems regarding the weather changes, and that's how the crop yield is getting reduced. And this problem can also be solved with the help of this artificial intelligence.
Intelligence. ये कौन है?
Hello. So this is the utilization of artificial intelligence in medical biotechnology. Here, this can be utilized in the drug discovery, and then AI can be used in developing the processes or protocols in diagnosing diseases. Also, AI can be utilized in the gene editing, radiology, personalized medicine, medication management. So this is how AI is also one of the best field to work for the biotechnologist. See, this is the brain. How its potential can be utilized for artificial intelligence. So this is regarding the avenues and opportunities in biotechnology for having a startup. Okay. So guys, if you wish to start up a company, we just have to have an idea. Then we have to go for the intellectual property protection, because this is the very essential stuff if you wish to start a startup. Then the constitution. First of all, we have to decide the constitution of our startup, whether we should go for the proprietary firm, partnership firm, LLP, or private limited company or public limited company. Then we have to get the licenses. See, many of the people who are interested in becoming an entrepreneur, they are not familiar with this protocol. See, everywhere, the people are asking you to become an entrepreneur. But guys, for becoming an entrepreneur, you have to clarify all your concepts. You have to, first of all, get the information, what kind of formalities you have to complete for starting an industry. Because there are n number of things, n number of documentary clearances you have to make. And after that only, you can successfully run your industry. And if you are losing or missing some of the aspect, then you have to suffer. But if you are prepared completely, then don't worry about that. There is a solution for every problem. So for becoming an entrepreneur, you have to keep this thing in your mind that every problem is having a solution. And it's kind of tough job. It is difficult. It's not impossible task. And as government is giving you so many opportunities and so many kinds of help, then I think one should think about to become an entrepreneur in present scenario. And biotechnology is the best subject or is the best field to start up with. So I'll just conclude my presentation with the saying that biotechnology being the watchword in the new millennium and our domination in this field, similar to that in information technology, will make us a real superpower. So biotechnology can certainly take up towards a superpower. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nilesh, for such a fruitful presentation and for sharing a lot of insights about biotechnology. Maybe we will see if there are any questions from any of the participants.
Yes, Manvir, we have. Am I audible?
Yeah.
So, sir, few participants jotted down their question. Mr. Swapnil Narkade asked how to improve the food and soil quality with the help of the biotechnology.
Food and
soil quality.
Food and what?
Soil.
Soil quality.
Yes.
Okay, with the help of
biotechnology.
Okay. Say, for example, as I told you that the physico-chemical properties of soil have got deteriorated. because of the extensive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. So with the help of biotechnology, what happened basically from a last 5-6 decades, the agriculture department is just focusing on the analysis of physical and chemical properties of soil. But recently, what happened? The scientists came to know that with physical and chemical, biological properties are also essential. So being a biotechnologist, you guys can go ahead and analyze the microbial level or microbial count of soil. So you can analyze the total bacterial count of your soil, and in that total bacterial count, you can analyze the count of nitrogen fixing organisms count. Then you can analyze the phosphate solubilizing bacterial count. So like that, we'll have the complete picture, complete bacterial count picture with us. And from that point of view, we know what are the standards, how much bacterial count should be there in the soil. So with the help of this data, we can suggest the farmers that how much organic fertilizer they have to use, and with organic fertilizer, how much biofertilizer or how much microbial cultures they have to give in their soil. So that is how the deficit of the microbial count can be maintained. And this is how the biotechnology can help in maintaining the soil health. This is one aspect. The another aspect is even we can go further and we can analyze the count of pathogenic organisms over there. This is a bit expensive and this is a bit time consuming too. But suppose the government or in any of the university or department take initiative in one of the areas and they give the projects to their students, then they can get idea how much pathogens are present in that soil. Because you know what happened? The soil is the main source of diseases. Many times the root system is getting damaged, and due to that, complete plants are getting killed. Okay, so that is how the biotechnologists can take care of soil health. Now we'll come to the food. So in terms of food, I think everybody might be knowing about the golden rice. Have you heard about golden rice?
Yes.
It is with vitamins, right? So that golden rice, it is the product of the biotechnology. Because what happened? Many genes which are responsible for the production of that vitamin, they have incorporated into the rice variety, and that is how the vitamin production has been increased in that rice. So this is one aspect. And another thing is insulin is getting produced in the plants. Okay, so the insulin producing gene has been mobilized in the plants, and simply you grow the plants, extract the insulin and sell it in the market. Previously, we were using the animal derived insulin and giving it to the diabetic patients. But nowadays, the insulin which is derived from the plants is also available in the market. So this is how we can increase the quality of food with the help of biotechnology. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So Swapnil again asked the question, how to create a biodegradable plastic with the help of mutant or recombinant DNA technology?
Mutant or recombinant DNA technology.
Yes.
Basically, such kind of technology is not available. Means I don't have any idea whether the mutant or the recombinant DNA technology has been utilized for the production of biodegradable plastic. The one which I had already shared that concept with you. There is a company which is Italian based. They are manufacturing the biodegradable plastic from starch. They are there is a green chemical they are using. With the help of that green chemical and starch, which is a biopolymer and which is derived from the maize or potato, from that they are producing the biodegradable plastic. And from our DNA technology, somebody is producing biodegradable plastic. I have not came across with this concept. And how it can be done, that we can discuss when we will sit together, because it's a long concept and there are many hypotheses which are proposed regarding the use of RDNA technology for the production of biodegradable plastic.
Okay. Sure, sir. We'll keep this question in our repository. Whenever you will visit, we'll ask Swapnil to be there and to have a discussion with you as well.
No problem, sir. I'll be happy to tell you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, Prerna Karud has asked another question. Which things we do not covering or control in the Parkinson disease with the help of biotechnology startup? Prerna, correct me if I'm wrong. Is the question correct? Come front. So she's coming, sir. She's going to ask you a question. Please go ahead.
Which thing we do for covering and control Parkinson disease with the help of biotechnology?
What is your question?
Which thing we do for covering and control Parkinson disease with the help of biotechnology?
Okay. So basically, you know what is meant by Parkinson disease?
Yes, sir.
It is a basically disorder of which system?
Neural system.
Neural system, right? So here, basically, again, there are proposed hypotheses. The work is in progress as it is dealing with the damage of central nervous system. So that there are certain cells which are in the brain and they are getting affected. So those cells, when they are getting affected, then it might be a genetic disorder. So with the help of gene therapy, it can get cured. This is what the scientists have proposed. It has not been proven yet. A lot of research has been going on in this particular field. So gene therapy, if it is going to be successful, or the removal of cell, or with the help of certain technology like stem cell research and this thing, that aspect is also going on in this particular field. So this is how the biotechnology can be utilized in the in curing the patients of Parkinson disease. But these are the proposed hypotheses only. These are not the standard protocols. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So Mayuri Bhavsar is also having one question. Mayuri, please.
Sir, for the waste management, which technique is more effective? Means replacement of that waste material by using biodegradable or the treatment of waste material?
It depends upon the waste material, what kind of waste material it is, right? Say, for example, if it is plastic, then you can go for the pyrolysis, because by using pyrolysis technology, we can produce the biodiesel or some of the fuels, right? If we are having the food related waste material, then we can simply go for the decomposition process. So that is how it depends upon the waste material type, what kind of material it is.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I have 2 points to just mention that you already covered them. There are the few issues in starting the biotech startup. One is that most important, it's a capital intensive. You need to have a huge
Actually, I have that in my presentation, but I thought that it's not a part of our topic. That's why I left it.
No, but that's the right one, because the IT-based startups are very easy to start. They can they can start with an investment of 50,000 rupees of laptop. And there are so many free things are available. But
exactly.
But the things are not possible with the biotech startups. So those are capital intensive. Second,
exactly.
There is a lack of IPR awareness.
Yeah.
Third one is about there are lack of regulatory standards and compliances awareness.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, because country-wise the regulations differs.
Exactly.
And majority of the industries, the big fish in this sector, they are following the US-based standards.
Exactly.
But there are some countries which are not following US-based standards. They are having their own standards as well. So
absolutely.
There is, lack of the standards, and ultimately there are the legal issues also. Not only about the compliances, but there are.
See, in our country, basically, as we don't have any kind of regulatory frames for different products, so that's why I said that it's easy to start.
Exactly.
And in case of biotechnology, the availability of raw material is very easy. And if you are going to make some monopoly item, then it is going to be the best achievement for you. But because when the technology or the product will sit in the regulatory frame, then it's really very difficult to follow their rules and regulations.
Exactly. And This is the point where the young innovators got stuck and they got disturbed and they
Yeah.
don't look for a startup, in particular in the biotech sector. The
Yeah.
only thing we thank for COVID is now the layman also concentrated towards the healthcare.
Yeah.
And the good thing happened in India is that in 2021 itself, the policy has came. Department of Biotechnology came up with the National Biotechnology Policy. So post your presentation, we are going to share with the participants so that they can make aware of it and they can go for it and they will understand it. I'm very much thankful that you have also covered about the artificial intelligence, sir. Because
Yeah, I just wanted to give them exposure about it.
yes, yes, this is what very important because
Yeah.
since I joined the KCL, I have seen these fundamental sciences students and they're having the lack of awareness in the IT itself. But it's a good thing that you have touched it and you made it made it function and you mentioned it that this is a necessity of an hour.
Yeah.
So machine learning and AI is not only for a computer graduates or postgraduates, but this is also going to be a bread and butter for these biotech or microbiology students or the fundamental sciences students.
Right. Sir.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. This is over from my end, and the just to inform all the attendees, just let me tell you, we have formed the biotech advisory panel by observing the necessity of an hour and the coverage of the Kavetri Vaidnava Chaudhary North Maharashtra University. We believe that the era of an information technology and electronics is not worthy to have the startups or the fintech startups. This is the sectors, the life sciences, the environmental sciences, chemical sciences. This is where now we should look for the startups. Fortunately, in our first cohort itself, when we started our first batch, we have seen 41% of startups which are from the biology or biotech field. And Dr. Nilesh Teli was so generous to have to start this learning series. And this is the first time we have started this series, and so sooner many of the alumnus are going to connect with us to deliver you these sessions on it. Thank you, Dr. Nilesh. And though we have selected this date accidentally, but fortunately we started our lecture series on World Health Day.
Okay, sir. That's great. Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving this date to us.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Bye.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Manvir,
thank you for your valuable time and thank you for sharing your valuable insights with all the participants. If any of the participants need one-on-one mentoring, we will connect you within our email. And thanks once again for your time and thanks all the participants for listening so patiently. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Take care.
Yeah. Bye-bye, sir. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, Dr. Nilesh. Thank you.
Yeah.